Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is an article that was sent to me, and it was in under Haunted Wirral, and I think it was featured in the Globe. So I have no idea of fact. I can only tell you that that is the source, and I will read it out for you. And I'm going to file it under fact or fiction because I just don't know. I did email the person back and they didn't reply, so I've had it kept on file for a couple of days and not heard anything. So if you know anything about this account or you read it in the paper when it was out at the time, would you get in touch? And this is the only reason I put it out there. I am not claiming that this is true. I am just asking for more information. Welcome to Haunted Wirral, a feature series written by world famous psychic researcher Tom Slemon for the Globe. In his latest tale, Tom explores Wirral's werewolves. No rational system of explanation can currently throw any light on the werewolf phenomenon. How can a person change into an animal and afterwards revert to a human being again? Our DNA contains the DNA of many lower animals, and believe it or not, when the human genome was finally sequenced in 2003, it was discovered that humans, dogs, and wolves share 84% of the same DNA. In theory, a werewolf could be created by genetically modifying a human with lupine DNA, but this would take time, whereas a bona fide werewolf undergoes a metamorphosis within a minute. The scientist in me says such a transformation is impossible, but the occultist side of me knows otherwise. That through some supernatural force, a person really can change into a hideous wolf-like being. And the reports of werewolves are not only mentioned by such ancient Roman writers as Ovid and Petronius, they even refer to in the Bible. In the Old Testament book of Daniel, for example, pardon me, we are told that the handsome black Mesopotamian king Nebuchadnezzar suffered a type of mental breakdown for turning against God. After stripping naked and walking on all fours, he sprouted claws, a feathery type of hair upon all of his skin, ate grass, turned into a beast, and lived in the forest for 7 years. Reports of werewolves down the centuries have been very persistent, and even today, occasional accounts of the mysterious shapeshifters come my way. This is not me, remember, this is Tom. Between Easton Rake and Hooton, close to a place where the M53 runs over the track, scores of people, myself included among them, have seen a large, unidentified animal roaming a field. I saw it from a train in 2004, and it struck me as the classic prowling big cat, a cryptozoological field of the same ilk as the Surrey puma and the beast of Bodmin. But others who have seen this creature at closer quarters have claimed that it was not a cat, but more likely an unusually large wolf. The animal always seems to go to ground within seconds when it is chased, and some have remarked on its phantom-like vanishing acts when it is confronted. There simply aren't enough rabbits, pigeons, and other sources of food to feed the mysterious wolf, and this adds to the air of mystery surrounding the unidentified animal. Could it possibly be a werewolf? In 2002, a BBC Radio Merseyside show that Tom interviewed a former security guard who worked at a certain hospital in Wirral, and he told a chilling story that was later backed up by a porter, a policeman, and several nurses. The guard, Craig, not his real name, said that the heavily pregnant New Age traveller, aged about 25, was brought into the Wirral hospital after going into labour. She seemed delirious and wanted to have her baby in a teepee, but an older man, possibly the woman's partner, brought her to hospital, then quickly left. It was a warm summer night and a full moon was out, and the woman belonged to a community of hippies who had camped down in bender tents and yurts on a tract of land close to the hospital. As the woman went into the throes of labour, the midwife and nurses attending to her saw the patient undergo a startling and very frightening transformation. The grimacing face of the young woman turned slowly into the face of some animal. The tip of her nose darkened, the skin became hairy and turned a strange greyish pink colour, and long pointed teeth protruded from the mouth. The midwife and nurses backed away from the bed in terror, and the woman began to make snarling noises, and a security guard, Craig, was called. When Craig reached the ward, he saw the nurse run past him into the corridor, and then he saw a figure in hospital clothes which looked humanoid, only face was that of an animal with a snout. This entity ran to the plate glass second floor window and smashed it with its fists before jumping through the frame into the garden. Craig reached the smashed window within seconds and caught a fleeting glimpse of the woman running off into the moonlit nightscape. So if you know anything about this account, even if it's in a book somewhere and it is in fact fictional, that would be wonderful. It came in with no description, and it was just sent to me. So I figured I'd read it out, and if you knew anything about it, you'd get in touch. So until next time, thank you very much. Good night.